Hello, it's Indira from Indie Arts Creations. Thank you for joining. I am going to do a reverse dip with the bottom bottle pour. And I'm going to use neon colors per a request from Sonja out of New Jersey. As you can see, this canvas has been used before. And actually I had tried to do, not really, I can't really remember the technique that I tried to do on a canvas before, but clearly I had tried to use the neon colors on this canvas before. This is a 10 by 10. We're going to do the black background. Sonia thought that it would be really neat if we did black background with the neon colors. And we have yellow, pink, and green with a metallic white. And so what I noticed, I've done this technique twice now, and what I noticed is that it always seems to kind of like run off the edges. And I thought that that was because the canvas was too small because I was doing 8 by 8. But I think that the paint may have been too thin. It was my normal consistency with the Floetrol water and paint, but I think for this particular technique, the paint should just be a tad bit thicker. So I had, with the neons, these are Artist Loft Floetrolics, and I had just did the color and the water. I wanted to see how that would do. But I did put more paints in after I had did, because I had did like a 50-50 ratio, which looked like the same consistency if I would have used the Floetrol with the water and the paint, but again I did add more paint. So I'm going to start by applying the black on. I hope everyone is doing well, staying safe. So with the black, I didn't do thicker. It's just the normal ratios with the Floetrol paint in the water. Wait, I didn't do it. But I don't think that these two colors should run off the way that they were. I mean, there's nothing wrong with your paint running off, but with this particular technique, I wanted the paint to be on the canvas as much as possible. And it just ran off too much. Like, once I finished it, it just continued to run, although I had made sure that I went under the canvas with a popsicle stick to stop the dripping, because that's the thing, when I go off camera and I say, hey, I'll be back, I'm going to clean up the edges and things. That's one of the things that I do. I make sure that I go with a popsicle stick and I try to get all of the drainage off. Yikers, my hands got messy. Not use any more paint because we have plenty of paint right here. And give me 1 sec, I have to wipe the bottle off now that I got some black on it. These air bubbles out. And then we are ready. So again, bottle bottom. There that is. I'm going to start with green. And I think I said it's going to be a reverse dip, but if I didn't, it will be. And I'll show you what I mean by reverse dip. I think when it took long that it was me or something, but no. I think that it's okay. We're going to do, mm, make sure they're all even, but um, if they have to necessarily be even per se. Ink went on the black. I hope we'll be okay. I think once I reverse it, it will probably be okay. So we'll just have to see how it all shakes out. I have to try to not do that again. I apologize. I'm gonna have to. I know what I'm gonna do when I lift this up this time. Layer. So yeah, so this is definitely better. I'm not sure if you watched any of the others, but by now, and again, the canvas was smaller, but I've even done this on a 12 by 12, and it was like pouring off on the sides. So it's definitely the consistency of the paint that is helping us with this. Um, I think I think we're okay in turn. I'm going to do it again. I know I said I was only going to do two, but because we do have enough paint, and it doesn't seem like we're in jeopardy of it really like going over, and because we're going to reverse dip it, we'll be fine. Um, this look really nice. So Sonja, thank you for the suggestion. Reverse dip, right? And how do you achieve that? So it looks like flower petals, right? And when we reverse it, it's going to, so the petals are coming out now, right? Or they're kind of like out in an outward position, right? So when we reverse it, how you reverse it is you use, well, you can use different things. You can use plastic. I've only done it so far with a paper towel, wet paper towel. And when I reverse it, you'll see, so it's going to kind of go like inward. So what I am wondering is if we could make a design. But have any of the green go in right here. So I was going to try to like maybe come inward some, but it is starting to spread. I see it starting to spread. We're almost at the edge here. Um, but not bad if it goes off. The problem that I was having was that it just seemed like the paint was really thin. Um, yeah, I know we're going off. But let me see. Well, that wasn't expected. And I think we'll be okay even though the paper towel fell in since we're going to be going for a reverse anyway. My hand has some water on it somewhere. Let me dry my hand real quick. I'm just going to do this really quickly. And then we're going to go in for a reverse. So, I have a spray bottle that I use, so that's what I'm spraying the paper towel with. I'm not sure if you hear it or not. Okay. And so we are going to place the paper towel down on the canvas. Slightly. And when I pick it up, I'm going to pick it up from the corners. First dip. Corner. Nice. Corner to corner. Slight cells forming. So you can't even tell if the paper towel dropped. We have slight cells forming, but I don't know if you can tell, but me using the torch helped form some cells also. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tidy it up a little, put a little more black on, clean up the edges, and I will bring you in for a close-up. For the close-up, we're on this left end. As you can see, it's going over a little bit, but it's okay. Like I said, when I did these before, I just believed that the paint was just too thin and it went off the canvas totally. Not the bigger one, but the 8x8s. Not when I did the 12x12. So let me bring you out so that you can see it. I'm going to come back in, do a close-up, just to thank you all for your support. And please like, share, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. For those who have, I appreciate all the support. And until we meet again, cheers to painting.